It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We are outside the Wadworth Brewery, brewer of quality beer. That is one of the last tower breweries in the country currently running. I wasn't going to do any work today. I'm actually down here on holiday in Devizes in Wiltshire, but I just spoke to somebody in the shop and they said that this place has been sold and it's going, and a lot of it is going to be knocked down and turned into flats, which is an absolute disgrace. I was told that there's a visitor centre around the corner, but I think we'll try and have a look through these gates first. We can scoot through. That says microbrewery, engineering and sign shop. But look at this place. Look at this for a wonderful building. Everything in this country is becoming flats and houses. So the guy in the shop said this is going to be 100 either flats or houses. I just think this, I mean, I don't want to bore people too much, but I think this country is going to rack and ruin. These places should be protected. They shouldn't be allowed to, should not be allowed to be turned into houses. There's so many houses in this country. We're literally stripping this country of everything that was blooming good about it. Wadworth and Co. There we go. There's a sign that the brewery's closing down. There's that the tours are currently unavailable, but our shop and bar remains open. Maybe I'll go and ask if I'm allowed to film. So we're allowed to film, but we're not allowed to show anybody, which is fair enough. Anybody's faces in the video. Look at these lovely old jugs. Do you know when the tours will be back open? Yeah. I'm never. Oh, right. Okay. I'll have a wander around. I'll take a chat afterwards. Yeah. So no more brewery tours. So this is a purpose-built bar for the actual for the brewery. This is an add-on, so you got just all the kind of stuff that they're selling. So here's some of their beers: 6X, Horizon, Henry's IPA, Swordfish, selling some wines as well. Buy small bottles. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And this is their bar. So they got some Horizon, Blazing Hops, 6X and Henry's IPA. Cool. Well, there's some of the old signs there. Okay, so we're at the Wadworth Brewery, established 1875, and I've got a pint of their famous 6X. Beautiful looking beer, nice malt colour, one finger, white head, slightly hazy. You cannot get better than brewery fresh beer. This beer here has not even left the brewery. Let's get the aroma. It smells great. Absolutely great. That is just terrific. Absolutely terrific. So I'll go back to the beer in a moment, but I just wanted to say, I asked whilst I was here if I could do a quick brewery tour, a quick scoot round, but the brewery is currently being decommissioned, is currently being stripped, unfortunately, and taken away. They've moved brewery, they bought another, just an industrial unit a mile down the road. The main building, just been speaking to somebody in the shop here, the main building is staying, it's listed, but this part here where we're sitting has been specifically built as a brewery shop. So this part will be knocked down, but this part is not listed. So we did try to do a brewery tour. It would have been fantastic to have documented that piece of history for our YouTube channel, but hey ho, maybe I can try and speak to somebody when I get home, and I'll come back down another day, but I'm gonna have to be quick to get this in, otherwise we're gonna lose this forever, this footage forever, the brewery forever. Right, back to the beer. Now I've had a pint of 6X. In fact, when me and my wife first met, it was the first ever pint we had together in a place called the Blue Anchor down in Roos. And I remember then how good the beer was. I wasn't a beer reviewer back then, didn't really know much about beer back then, but I remember enjoying the beer. Biscuity, malty, bready, nutty. But this is on another level. Brewery, fresh beer on another level. Look at this. Great lacing, great tasting beer, 4.1% ABV. Fantastic. I'm quite pleased actually to be able to say I've had a pint of beer, Wadworth beer, at the brewery. Mel, swing it round. Mel got a Wadworth shandy. You got a 6X shandy. What is it like with the lemonade in? All right. Okay. So, I mean, that's scanned. There are old stuff we can show you, parts of the brewery here. So, there's an old pub there. So, all of the beers, all of the pubs in a 5-mile radius of the brewery are still delivered on a horse-drawn cart. They have 4 horses here at the brewery, and it's all delivered by horse and cart, which is fantastic. There's an old picture of the brewery team. No date on the photo. That looks like the grain store. That would have been the top floor of the brewery. And that would probably be the ground store packaging. There's the horses. Some of the old pictures on them. Look at this. I love these old, probably 1960s, that one. Wadworth ales, all the best. I showed that off. Some of the old beers. And Wadworth Queen's Ale and Coronation Ale. But I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we can kind of show here. Okay, I'm getting back to my pint. Well, thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. All the best, Wadworth. Cheers. So, a bit of extra footage. I'm not sure how much extra footage this might be, but I've come round the corner after having a pint of 6X in the brewery tap. Let the lorry go past. And I think maybe, just maybe, we might be able to have a look around this corner and see if there's anything to film. Well, they're still brewing. They're still brewing. So, oh, there we go. Right. There's still forklift trucks going on. There's still bits and pieces. Let's see if we can kind of get in and zoom in over here. Well, there's a... It's either caustic or it's a brewing vessel. But maybe we found a little bit of kind of brewing activity going on here. Or maybe it's absolutely nothing. But all of this, maybe even this was the original, I reckon this was the old brewery pub. every brewery had a pub attached to it. And I've got a funny feeling, even that this might have been the old brewery pub. There's the brewery there. Here is what might have been the pub. Cellar for the beer. I'm going in here. I'm going to go for this. Some of the old brewery buildings. There we go. Private property, no public entry. I mean, look, it's all going to be demolished for flats, so I'm going to take a chance on this and just do a bit of filming. There's all your casks over there. Oh, there we go. There's the back of the brewery. 1885. With a little viewing tower up there. Look. But that's it. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed in today. I've had a couple of pints. We weren't allowed in today, but yeah, this is Wadworth Brewery with some kind of old museum type building there. But that was definitely the pub. Look at this. Has to be. This is the old brewery tap. Let's have a look through the window, shall we? Yes, look. There's beer lines. Yeah, there's stuff going on there. Okay, this was a very brief tour of the old Wadworth Brewery, Devizes, Wiltshire. I keep finding additional little bits of information about this brewery. Now, of course, in 1885, when this brewery was built, the motor vehicle wasn't, of course, invented yet. So the reason why I think that brewery, Devizes Brewery, Wadworth Brewery, was built right there in that specific place was for this canal. I think this canal played an important part of sending beer around Wiltshire. It would have literally come out of the brewery there, come across here. That was probably, that's a boarded up building there, but that would have been an old pub, I imagine, and they would have just literally barreled or moved the beer through the back of the brewery onto the canal and moved it around Wiltshire. I don't think there's any coincidence at all that the brewery is there and the canal is here. I think this is it though. I think this is finally the last bit of Wadworth Brewery. Actually, where we looked earlier, all the barrels there. Yeah, definitely. The barrels there, the canal here, makes absolute perfect sense. So this is it. This is it this time. We're moving away now from the brewery. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.